Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the HD pregame show. Today we are going to be looking at NonY versus Nazgul. That is right, the two very top tier Protoss players on the left side of the bracket in the HDH Invitational are going to be duking out today. And they are going to be on Metalopolis, and NonY versus Nazgul. I can't wait to get this game underway. I'm so excited. I think we're going to see some awesome top tier high level plays, so definitely be excited for that. By the way, check out our sponsor iRip. If you don't know who they are, just go to Google, type in iRip, one word, and make sure to support the application that has made this entire event possible.
Hey guys, this is HD, and I am here alongside Husky for the next match in the round of 8, and it is going to be NonY versus Nazgul. It is going to be the Protoss mirror matchup. There's a lot of drama and story backline behind this match, because of course if NonY wins, well, it's going to be NonY versus, well, the next player, whoever wins between Hydra and Red, and of course if Hydra won, then it's going to be NonY versus Hydra, which is just an absolutely epic rematch of the TSL. So I can't wait to get this game underway. Now it is going to be on Metalopolis, which is a 4-player map. This is the starting map between the two players. And of course, don't forget to check out our sponsor, iRip. Go ahead and Google that application. It is the company that has made this entire event possible. So make sure to check that out. And without further ado, Husky, you want to go ahead and take it away?
Yes, iRip is absolutely awesome. Go check him out. But I can't wait for this because NonY, he's actually towards the end of his semester in college. And so he hasn't had that much time to practice. I don't know actually if Liquid Nazgul is in college or if he's graduated or whatever. But I do know that NonY has been super busy. And Liquid Nazgul is no small opponent. Liquid Nazgul playing very well in a lot of recent tournaments and just a lot of games in general, and so we're still kind of unsure how good NonY is going to be able to play in this one. Just a gut feeling, I want to say that Nazgul is the favorite to win this, but you guys can check the polls that we did have posted on there. But this is going to be our last mirror matchup, I believe, so no matter who advances, because we just cast the Ret versus Hydra game, that was a Zerg versus Zerg. This is a Protoss versus Protoss, so no matter what, we won't get a mirror matchup, but for now, we do have to deal with it in Protoss versus Protoss, but both players getting their gateway as well as their gas fairly early here, and then we'll just have to see though how their builds diversify as the game progresses.
Right, now one option in Protoss versus Protoss, especially since both these players are spawning in the nearby close positions, is a 4-gate rush. We've seen that used effectively in a couple of the matches in the HDH Invitational already. And so it'll be interesting to see if Nazgul or NonY tries to go for a 4-gate build, or if they just go for standard 2-gate robotics. I'm not too familiar with the Protoss versus Protoss matchup, but NonY already throwing the Cybernetics core down right after one gateway, as well as Nazgul, both players not diversifying yet, but we are going to see pretty soon if one of them tries to go for early aggression with that 4-gate build. Look, I don't know if that's a stolen Vespene Geyser or not. I think that's Nazgul's Geyser, but I would imagine that's a bit early as well for the second gas. Do you want to clarify that a little bit, Husky?
Well, they're basically going to be getting their early gas. Right now, they're actually going identical builds. I think the timing is just slightly off here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the early robotics like we were talking about, get that second gateway out. You can either, from there, you can either do Immortals or get the Colossus, but we'll just have to wait and see. I don't think we're going to see 4-gate from either player. Now, the thing about Protoss versus Protoss is that there's so many different builds, and they can counter each other pretty hard depending on when you actually decide to attack. So if you do the 4-gate build and you attack late, then you can get overwhelmed by the higher tier units. But if you go the 4-gate and you attack early and your opponent's teching, then you can absolutely own them. I do think we are going to see some tech-heavy builds here from either player. It actually looks like Liquid Nazgul is getting his second gateway, but NonY is going to see exactly what's going on. So it is going to be up to NonY to decide how he wants to handle this. He's actually going to get Twilight Council there, hidden a little bit, so he is going the tech route.
I think NonY might be thinking about going for Dark Templars here, because I like how he's hidden this Twilight Council along with the pylon in the bottom hand corner. where actually I don't know if this is if an observer comes out quickly out of the robotics facility for Nazgul, who actually looks like he might be going for a 4-gate build right here as he's researching warp gates. So I guess he's not going to see this Dark Templar tech go out for NonY, and this could be really bad for NonY if for Nazgul, if Dark Templars do come out. And look at this, he's got the probe chilling right here. I think the probe is going to throw down a Dark Shrine. That is a Dark Shrine. He's going for 1 gate into Cyber, into Dark Shrine. He's going to go straight for Dark Templar here, so NonY going to try to go for some quick backdoor assassin route, while Nazgul has gone for 3 gateways. He's actually not thrown up a 4th gateway yet, so he's kind of going for this 3-gate build with the warp gate just on the way right now, and he might actually go grab his expansion and just use the 3-gate to cover that.
Yeah, it looks like he was actually cutting a gateway out of his build just to go ahead and get that early expansion. And I really want to mention these Dark Templar builds are not as common as they used to be, simply because a couple of patches ago they made Dark Templars cost an incredible amount of resources and gas, and so you really don't see this as often. And the Dark Shrine takes forever to make. I'm watching it right now. It's like watching paint dry. It takes so extremely long to get Dark Templars out these days, and so